Your job might not exist in 3 years. This one will. FinOps, Cloud Financial Management, is one of the fastest growing tech careers in the world right now. No coding required, no degree change, no career break. This video is the complete 90-day plan to pivot into FinOps while keeping your current job. 14-week part-time hours, under £300 total cost. First offer, £45,000 to £55,000 in the UK. Let's build the plan. Before we get into the plan, let me address the thing that stops most people before they even start. The assumption that you need a technical background. FinOps sits between engineering and finance. The engineering team builds the cloud. The finance team owns the budget. The FinOps analyst translates between the two. If you work in finance, operations, procurement, or project management, you already have 70% of what this role requires. The remaining 30%, cloud fundamentals and the FinOps framework, is exactly what the next 14 weeks covers. Phase 1 is foundation, weeks 1 to 4, 2 to 3 hours per week, zero cost. Week 1, your job is simple. Understand the landscape. The FinOps Foundation publishes a free framework at finops.org that explains exactly what practitioners do and what skills are required. Read it. It will take 2 hours. Alongside that, spend 30 minutes understanding what the 3 major cloud providers are: AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. You do not need to know how to build on them. You need to know what they are and why companies use them. Week 2, create a free account on AWS or Azure. Navigate to the billing and cost management section. Look at what a cloud bill actually looks like. You are building familiarity. This is the dashboard you will work with every day in the role. Week 3, complete the FinOps Career Starter Guide, beupwardly.tech. It is free and specifically written for non-technical professionals. Then take the quiz at go.beupwardly.tech. FinOps. 5 minutes, a personalized assessment of how your background maps to FinOps. Week 4, join the FinOps Foundation community. It is free. And begin reading the FinOps Certified Practitioner Study Materials. You are not sitting the exam yet. You are getting familiar with the curriculum. Phase 1 complete. You now understand what FinOps is, what cloud billing looks like, and where you fit. Phase 2 is certification, weeks 5 to 10, 3 to 4 hours per week, $250 for the exam. The certification you are working toward is the FinOps Certified Practitioner, the globally recognized entry-level qualification issued by the FinOps Foundation. Weeks 5 and 6 cover the core curriculum, cloud cost management principles, the FinOps lifecycle, inform, optimize, and operate, cost allocation and tagging, showback and chargeback models. Your finance background gives you a meaningful advantage. Most of these concepts have direct equivalents in financial governance and management accounting. You are learning the vocabulary, not the underlying discipline. Week 7 and 8 practice exams. The FinOps Foundation publishes free practice questions. Use them. Identify where you are weak and revisit that section. Do not sit the exam before you are scoring consistently above 80%. Week 9, book your exam date. This is non-negotiable. Without a deadline, study expands indefinitely. The date is the mechanism that makes completion happen. Week 10, you sit and pass. The FinOps Certified Practitioner qualification adds between £8,000 and £15,000 to starting salary offers in the UK. $250, £12,000 on average, 6,000% return on investment. Phase 2 complete. You are now a certified FinOps practitioner. One question I get asked constantly: what about my current job? Yes, you are completely allowed to do this. You are studying for a professional qualification in your own time. This is no different from a finance analyst studying for a CIMA qualification alongside employment. Professional development outside work hours is entirely normal. Your study sessions happen in the evening and one morning over the weekend. On a week where life gets busy, you take a week off. The 14-week timeline has buffer built in, and the skills you are building, cloud cost awareness, financial governance, analytical thinking about technology spend, are genuinely useful in most current business functions. This knowledge makes you better at your existing role, not just ready for the next one. Phase 3 is positioning, weeks 11 to 14. This is where you translate everything you have built into job applications. Week 11 is your CV rewrite. The key is not to write a new CV. It is to translate the existing one. Every achievement gets reframed through the lens of FinOps relevance. Budget management becomes cloud budget governance. A line that reads, managed departmental budget of £2.4 million becomes owned and governed a £2.4 million cost center, equivalent to cloud budget management mid-market scale. The FinOps Career OS at beupwardly.tech includes the full skills translation framework and CV template. Week 12 is LinkedIn, your headline formula, finance professional transitioning into FinOps, FinOps certified practitioner, cloud financial management. Week 13, build your portfolio piece. Using your free tier AWS account, build a mock cloud cost report, a cost by service breakdown, month-on-month variance analysis, 3 savings recommendations, 1 page. This single document sets you apart from the majority of entry-level applicants who have certification but no applied evidence. Week 14, first applications. You are targeting FinOps analyst, cloud cost analyst, and cloud financial analyst roles at scale-ups. Companies in the 500 to 2,000 employee range ideal. Large enough to have a real cloud spend problem. Small enough that one person makes a visible impact. 3 applications submitted by end of week 14, not 30. 3. Quality over volume. The interview question you will face every time. Why are you moving into FinOps from a non-technical background? Here is a framework that works. Acknowledge the background. Name the qualification. Tie it to what the employer needs. I have spent 10 years in finance managing budget, analyzing cost variances, and reporting to senior stakeholders. I recently completed the FinOps Foundation certification, and I understand how cloud financial governance works. I bring the financial discipline and communication skills your engineering teams need to make cost-informed decisions, and I have practical evidence of that in my portfolio. 3 sentences, confident, specific, no apology for the career change. 6 months from today, you are in your first FinOps analyst role. You are working at a technology scale-up, remote or hybrid, earning between 48 and 55,000 pounds, 10,000 more than the average finance or operations role. Your day starts with a cloud cost dashboard review. You flag an anomaly. A dev team left instances running over the weekend. By 10, you are in an engineering sync, translating cost data into language the team understands. By 2, you have built the showback report the CFO asked for last week, and the trajectory. 70,000 at month 18, 88,000 at month 36, 110,000 at month 60. These are market rates for people with your progression 14 weeks from today. That is all that stands between you and this. Everything in this video is actionable without spending a single pound. The framework is free, the study materials are free, the AWS account is free. The only cost is the $250 exam fee. The honest truth is that most people who start this process alone hit a wall around week 6, not because the material is hard, because accountability is hard. 14 weeks of evenings and weekends alongside a full-time job requires structure that is difficult to maintain without external support. That is what beupwardly.tech provides. Start with the free FinOps Career Starter Guide. The FinOps Career OS is £79. The complete self-paced system. The FinOps Career Intensive is £697, 2 weekends, live cohort, direct access. Everything you need to go from where you are now to certified and hired. 14 weeks, part-time, while keeping your job, under £300 total cost. Your first step right now, not next week, tonight, is the free quiz at gobupwardly.tech. FinOps. 5 minutes. It tells you exactly how your background maps to FinOps. If you are ready to go further, the FinOps Career, and if you want to do this with a cohort with direct support throughout, the FinOps Career Intensive is £697. I cover FinOps careers every single week. The only question is whether you are in a different position at the end of them.